That's a daikon radish. It's growing nice and big, and you can see the aggregate structure of the soil. See how how well the soil has been aggregated, and you can easily dig it with your hand here. And this wasn't the case when we began cover cropping. My name is Gurprit Singh Brar, and I'm a blueberry grower based in Langley, British Columbia. It was a myriad of things that I was moved towards this cover cropping. I was dealing with some challenging soil, and then I wasn't sure what to do to them because it was essentially not a very blueberry conducive soils. So we started experimenting with lots of things, and then I was drawn to this, and then I always had this ecological mindset, did not wanted to use aggressive fertilizer regimes and chemicals, so it was kind of natural to me. Since we started cover cropping, there is numerous changes that we observed, and all of them are positive. You see life everywhere. You see increased earthworms, you see increased greenery, and with nutrient cycling, our fertilizers and everything has also, like, their use efficiency has increased a lot. Our irrigation intervals have grown larger. We do use SDS mowing here, so what we'll do is, like, we'll come and we'll mow the cover crops and throw everything onto the side, so it's helping us in nutrient cycling. This is the kind of biomass that is left to rot, and you'll just mow it and throw it onto the sides, and then this will eventually, add all the nutrients to the soil. Like, this is decomposing right now. Overall, the whole farming system is more resilient, and it's fun to farm. So that experiment that when you guys visited, what we were doing was to judge or to optimize a cover crop mix that have most conducive ecosystem for the crabbed beetles and other predatory beetles. So we were trying to formulate and test a mix that is actually most suitable for that. There was definitely some learning up from that, and we have implemented that since then, and things are definitely very positive from there. Since we started planting cover crops, like, we have adjusted our mixes quite a bit, and there is lots of factors that made us do so. The first cover crops we planted were in fall, and it was oats, and then it was oats, pea, and hairy vetch, and that readily available mixture. And after that, we have started doing other approaches. We started doing the side discharge mowing, and then we needed to bring in more diversity into our system. The soil profile is developed more deeply, and at this point, we plant in the summer because we generally have enough moisture here, because, like, we have drip irrigation onto the sides. In the alleyways, like, it's generally moist. And we plant based on our flowering so that we are not interfering with the main blueberry crop. And right now we include the summer annuals and the fall annuals, and we'll just mix everything together. You might also be noticing, like, that here only the fall species are growing, and others has been mowed down. So now all the species that tolerate the cold, they are taking over. And these were all pre-mixed, and they were planted all together. And the summers has been mowed, and now these will take over. We have not perfected yet, but we are on this continuous journey where we are including and deleting some. Right now, this year we had a 12-way mix, so there were 12 species that we mixed and we planted. And what we have generally noticed is, like, more diversity gives you more larger impact on the ecology, on every benefits. So the day-to-day management of the alleyways have shifted quite a bit at our farm. We, like any other farm, wanted to see those clean, bare alleyways in the beginning, but now we love to see them green all year round. And we like to see flowers in there. So we do keep a check on our number of tractor passes that we have to make through it. We will just make any tractor pass that is utmost necessary. And we like to keep them growing, I would say, naturally as far as to the extent where we can. We will mow them once the berries kind of start turning blue so that they don't interfere with pickers. And after they have been picked, we just let them grow and just don't interfere with them more than anything that is utmost necessary. We'll just let them be in their natural state. That is possible. We have been noticing, like, over the time, the yields are building up and the quality is definitely better. It's not just we can single out this thing. I view the farm as a holistic thing. I view everything in there, and what I would like to say is our farm has been more resilient. It doesn't get affected very easily by climates and everything, so we can put that into improved quality and fertility that attributes to cover crops as well. Even in a major rain event, you wouldn't see much of the water leaving the fields. Everything kind of just soaks in there, and that makes me happy. We just love it to be here. It's so cool, and it's green everywhere. You see, it's almost half of October, and you'll see that the cover crops are still green. We can still see some bee activity there. Like, still there is flowers of one thing or another. And apart from that, water retention. We can see the life in the soil when you look for it, and generally it's a very positive thing. You don't have to intervene as much. An ideal system kind of, just if the biology is alive, you don't need to kind of intervene that often. We are continuously updating our goals, and we are trying to learn from our mistakes that we make, and we are enjoying this whole journey. And going forward, I would like my cover crop mixes to be even more diverse than they are currently, and I want to see our whole system kind of where we don't have to interfere as much, and plants and the berries to be happy even more than they are right now. And next year we will be tailoring our mixes towards a high biomass, so that we are trying to put more mulch onto the berms, living mulches onto the berms, and next year we will be doing that. I want to farm in a regenerative way. I try to follow all the principles. I want to leave this land better than I got. We're just here as a stewards of land, and I keep this in my mind always, and always trying to learn new things to make this system better.